This one starts in a minor key.
Yes, it's almost, I like almost the Jewishness of it.
Yeah.
Because it was based on the Psalms, which seemed suitable for that
absolutely. Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
And we decided to go with courage, hope, trust and triumph.
Right.
Those were our four.
Okay. It's good to have it, because courage spoke to me for strength.
Yes.
Yeah, it needed to be a strong, and even though it was in a minor key does say to me strength.
Yes.
And so this is where we're going, and it's quite a strong start, and it repeats as a fortissimo level, quite high and full, and it feels full and strong. So that's what I wanted to get through here.
So I went into the Psalms, and we've made a list here: 9, 16, 27, 31, 39, 42, 47 and 92. And I went through it to find verses that would fit with these themes.
Yeah.
The courage, the hope, the trust and the triumph. And then it was just a matter of using scriptural verses and amending them slightly to fit your music.
Yeah.
So in that sense it wasn't difficult. But of course it did have to rhyme.
Yes, of course.
And it did have to tell the story.
There was one...
I enjoyed writing Symphony No. 2.
Yeah. I wanted to use a tune in this, and it was written by some French monks.
Oh yes.
Lord, hear my prayer.
Right.
And it's the one that we sometimes sing in our church services. And so I made inquiries about using it because it's copyright, and they didn't let me use it.
Right.
So they said it had been published enough times, been arranged enough times, and they were a little bit protective about it. And so I had a no from them.
But
So-
I found that very line, Lord, hear my prayer, in one of the Psalms.
Yes,
So
there's no way that they could copyright that line.
So we were free to use that.
We were free to
thing.
use the words,
Yeah.
and so I just created something that sounded a hint of maybe that song. I say maybe because for copyright reasons.
Yes.
Um,
It's completely different.
It's completely different, but it's got the similar feel about it. And I wanted to take this psalm and say, Lord, hear our prayer.
Yes.
That was the conclusion to the first movement, that this psalm be our prayer.
Yes.
And again, it was a good one musically to kind of allow the music just to, after the intensity of the big moments, just to come down and finish quietly before the introduction of the second movement.
Yes.
Which was Hope.
Oh, yes.
Hope. I like this tune. I think the altos have had a bad deal, and I thought, this was an opportunity for the altos to express themselves and to sing quite low. It's definitely an alto tune,
Yes.
but it's just a gentle tune that had warmth and some kind of expected harmony, I suppose.
Now looking again, I wish we'd put the scripture references, the Psalms, underneath all of these.
Yes, yeah.
Because I remember finding them, but I can't remember specifically where they came from. I'd have to re-research it. But that's straight out of a psalm. The Lord will guide my ways. The Lord
Yes.
of all my days. He will give ear to every care.
Yeah.
These are straight from scripture.
Yeah.
Almost.
And those words
Slightly
are
amended.
just repeated musically, and it's a nice, warm, cuddly type of tune, which sits very nicely. Before we go on to Trust, I was very aware that there was a pattern coming here, because the symphony structure is fast, slow, fast, or sometimes a variation on that. And so there was, I had in my mind that I had to write here another kind of
Tender
tender
and beautiful melody.
That's the word.
Which I think you've achieved, Richard.
Well, I was very fond of this one.
Yes.
And the words also absolutely lend themselves beautifully to this. So we can pat ourselves both on the back for this one.
Okay.
But "O Lord, you are my destiny, in you, Lord, I can be whole," is a beautiful sentiment, and I think, you know, I hope that the music reflects that. And again, I used in the build-up to the kind of the intense moment in this third movement. I used that "Lord, hear my prayer"
Yes.
rhythm to get us from a down place to a quite intense moment for the big version of that tune. And these words, I found I could use both ways. So as a soft arrangement, "You Lord, you are my destiny," and it also lends itself to a big full-on
Yes.
version.
And all we did there was change the word to "Yes, Lord,
Yeah,
you
that's
are my
right.
destiny." It made
Yes.
it a much more positive statement as well.
Yes, I remember that moment when you said that to
Yeah.
me. Yeah. And then the last movement, Triumph.
Yes,
Well, this is really Jewish.
it is. Yes.
Yes, no getting away from it. It's quite quick. It's in a minor key, and this kind of offbeat rhythm that we've got going through here is the type of music that you would hear in the Jewish community. Clap your hands now, all you people. You don't remember what psalm it is, do you?
No, I can't remember, but it is from a psalm.
Yes, I can't remember. I can remember the psalm, I can't remember the number.
And with the trumpet sound, exalt the Lord, for He
Yeah.
will reign all over the earth.
So this is repeated. It gets more frantic, and there is a middle section to this as well, isn't there? "See the righteous, how they flourish,
Yeah.
growing strong
Like mighty
like
trees.
mighty trees."
Yes.
Is that scriptural? That
Yes, it is.
is it.
Yes.
"The heights resounding, foes confounding, praising on their knees."
Yes. That was a bit me, that one.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit Pearson in those psalms. But then it repeats and gets quicker and quicker and quicker, and then the final version, the final big melody is the third movement tune again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't overly aware that I was using this movement when I wrote this. It just fell out, or you know, just naturally. And when I looked at it, oh crikey, yeah, that was the third movement. But when you look at it, it seems
Yes.
right to do so.
Yes.
You know, so there's a lot of chants going on there. If you dare I say chants.
And in
But,
the Psalms, they use the word "soon, Lord."
Yes.
When they want something to happen, they want God to come soon.
Yeah.
And so we changed the big tune to "Soon, Lord,
Yeah.
we will dwell with you.
Yes.
In heaven we'll take our place."
Yeah. And that really kind of changes the angle on that very nicely, and befitting a big finish. I like a big finish.
Yeah.
And there's a big amen chord at the end of that. That probably, from a stamina point of view, is the biggest one of the four.
Toughie, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I'm kind of going through my mind, you know, this is going to cost the singers quite a lot to make this happen.
That was-
So,
After that, you need the interval.
yes, you definitely need the interval after that. So